Hi all, I'm certainly glad that you're here today. Today, I'm happy to introduce you to parallel.ai, the platform that provides the building blocks and blueprint to automate and optimize Industry 4.0. And with parallel.ai, you can do it quickly, at scale, and with ease. Indeed, this is a tutorial series where we are going to see how to build a system and how to do it with parallel.ai, and the system is going to be an optimization system. It's going to be in particular a routing transportation system, a routing management system, and we are going to create a system such that we can simulate it, we can deploy it, we can make it autonomous. Assume that if you're here, you probably know what a vehicle routing problem is, but if not, I'm going to give you briefly the context. So this is a simple example on wiki page, right, on Wikipedia. The vehicle routing problem. In the vehicle routing problem, you have a fleet of vehicles that you want to send to certain locations. So you want to visit some locations, and you want to minimize a certain metric, for example, the gas consumption, right? You want to minimize the gas, or you want to deliver some items within certain time windows, and so on. You have some constraints to satisfy. So this is a fairly complex system, especially if you have some particular constraints like time windows or pickup and delivery and so on. And we want to model this, and we want to make it autonomous. By autonomous, I mean that once the system is deployed, and we can do that with parallel.ai, the system should be able to capture events that happen in real time. For example, if a truck breaks down, that the system should capture that event and should re-optimize the routes and should re-optimize the system itself, right? So we're going to see how to do that with parallel.ai, and we're going to see that doing that is not complicated. Indeed, with parallel.ai, we'll be able to build this and many more decision-making systems by combining building blocks, literally like playing with Lego. So you have basic building blocks, and then you plug them in together to build a more complex system, and so on. In our case, in the tutorial here, we're going to see, as I said before, how to build once we create the main optimization system, how to build a monitoring component that monitors the runtime fleet delivery system, and how this monitoring component can be plugged in to the main optimization system without disruptions. So plug it in and work in synchronous, work together by just simply connecting these elements here. So to do that, you can go to the website, and you can request an early access. We're going to send you the platform, the alpha version of the platform, pre-alpha version actually. So you can follow me while I'm doing these things, and you can try it yourself, and you can experiment as well, right? So you just go to parallel.ai, you put your email, and we're going to send you the platform. So when you have it, you can install it, and you're going to see something like this. This is the main pre-alpha version, at least parallel GUI. So you see that here we have a set of toolboxes. Now we have only one, the transportation management system toolbox, which is enough for our tutorial. And here, if you click, we have the routing system, which is what we want to model. As I said before, a vehicle routing problem. So here, then we have other things, like this is the details panel, where we're going to see some logs. We're going to get some information of the system. Here we're going to select the instance type where we want to deploy to. So parallel.ai is backed by AWS. So once you model and simulate and you're happy with your system, you can deploy it automatically to AWS. So you have it there on the cloud running. You can decide how to make it, how to run it, right? Maybe you want to optimize using distributed computation or multi-threading. You can decide all these things, and then that works on the cloud. so you can send the information, for example, directly to the cloud, like with API calls. Here we have the content browser where we are going to create our agent. And for example, let's create now the routing system agent. And you see that now we basically have this new window here that is our decision network. So to give you again the general context, how do we model this system? Well, we model the system with agents. An agent is the basic component of our optimization, our decision-making system. An agent is an entity that has capabilities of receiving inputs and producing outputs. An agent can communicate with other agents, and it has a certain behavior. So once we create an agent, we can define its inputs and outputs, and then we can use AI and certain other techniques to model the behavior of this agent, right? In our case, for example, we can model the behavior of our routing system agent and say that we want the agent to re-optimize the route when it sees some disruptions, for example, when a truck breaks down, right? And that's basically a behavior, right? So we can kind of plug it into the agent, these behaviors, right? Here you see that we have a routing system. We can drag and drop, and now we have the agent in our decision network. A decision network is basically a network of agents that are exchanging information. And they have certain behaviors, and with the behavior and the information that they have, they want to optimize the whole system, right? They can optimize the whole system. So what are these inputs and outputs? Well, these are events. Indeed, parallel AI is event-based, which means that everything that an agent interacts to and with is based on events. So we have triggering events, and then we have events that goes out from the agent, right? So for example, a triggering event is an API request to the system when it is deployed that says run my agent, or that says, oh, there is a problem with a truck. So we can model these events here, and then the agent reacts to this event exactly by applying certain behaviors. But this is all the time I have in this video here, in the first video. In the next video, I'm going to show you how the event-based system works. So we're going to see how to use different events in different situations. In the simulation case, for example, we're going to have events for pre-simulation, simulation, and post-simulation, and we're going to see that we can literally create graphs of events, right? So an event that is going to trigger an action that in turn is going to trigger another action, and so on, right? So for example, we can just simple case, create an event that when the simulation starts is going to print on this interface here, on the details panel, a certain message. All right, this is the content for the next video. So for this video is all. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you are interested to see how these things work, and if so, just click on the link below the video where you can go to the website and request access to the pre-alpha version of the platform, so we can build together this routing transportation system here. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I see you next time.